Five people. Can I see some ladies? Because the other time the men dominated too much. Okay, those 2 men are enough. Now I want to see 3 ladies. Okay, 1 minute each. Okay, 1 minute in any language, and I will stop you when I decide that 1 minute is over.
By the name, I'm Alan Wekesa. I'm an engineer from Mbale, but I originate in Kenya. I'm asking my question, the speakers who left the floor. They spoke well, but my concern was something to do with the meeting point of the people they meet before they incorporate them in what they do. I feel they start at a far point where they involve them in what they want to do, especially the man who talked of dealing with agro business, the coffee issue. My question is, why can't you come a bit lower and meet these people even at the primary level in education? Because from the speakers on the floor, you can see that the idea is already there. Even people are still back on the basics. So why can't you come back? In Kenya, we have what we call the KFs. They involve the people in primary in the form of clubs so that they build up the capacity in their professionalism, and they do very well when they grow up.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I will answer that question immediately. We are bringing them to you here, so that this is as low as it will come. Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Kabushenga. My question goes to the Industrial Research Institute. I see you investing much in business incubation. I was wondering whether you are exploring, getting market for these products that may come out of this business incubation. Then the last is about, marketing. I liked Kabushenga's marketing strategy of, grabbing such juice around. How I wish we had like a day, maybe during break, we tested that juice, and maybe there was a mobile hotel around, and we tested, that mushroom juice from that beautiful lady. Thank you very much.
You like free things.
Mwami Kabushenga atweyanza nnyo ssebo. Nze ekibuuzo kyange kigendagenda wa mwami Andrew. Mwami Andrew, nze nkola paper bags. Naye nzitunza bana abachapati ku makubo. Naye nsobola okwegattako ne tukola babiri. Kuba nange nkola bulungi.
Wamma, gwe wazze kola.
Nwajira John Bosco is my name, from an NGO called Global Initiative for Capacity Building, which I'm a vision bearer. My request actually goes to participants and all the viewers and listeners. We establish forest, which is the future of our country. So whoever is interested in forest establishment or the technicals, it's with us. And again, I want to request Mr. Kabushenga to forward this request to President. We hear that there is a land with NFA which we can assess and do more forests. So can you please do us a favor?
Messages to the President.
Lastly.
Hold on. Messages to the President, you give them to Kavuma. He is the chairman, National Youth Council. He knows where to find the President.
Then lastly, we keep bees as we grow forest. So I would like to get in touch with this Uganda Research Institute, see whether we can use bees in controlling demonstration farm so that money can go back to us instead of going to buy those drugs that affect people. Thank you.
Ajambo Eseza.
You put down the microphone, sir.
I'm Ajambo Eseza, and the first time I learned about paper bags, it was from someone, and it looked a unique idea to me. This is something made out of hands, and I'm like, this is a great opportunity. So I started doing paper bags. I informed my parents, and they were not happy about it. So one time I went online, and I got to know about him. I've tried so much to get in contact with him, but I've not.
He's here.
And so I'm so excited that he's here, and I want to join him.
Bas.
And
the more the merrier.
And my vision actually is to fight polythene bags in Uganda.
Okay.
Paper bags can do what polythene bags are doing.
Thank you. You get me all the ladies first. All the ladies. The men can wait. You, madam, come and ask.
Amanya gange nze Betty Nanyanzi yawe. Nze ekyange ekisinga okunuma nkisindika mu gavumenti. Gavumenti nkisindika mu gavumenti. Gavumenti bweraba abantu ng'abo nga bavuddeyo kwegamba tetufunye nnyo okuyambibwa. Tebayambiddwa. Nenolaba bano ba musigansimbi ng'obalaba bo babayimusa nnyo naye tetusobodde kuyambibwa. Ensonga ey'okubiri bagamba tugezeeko okubannyonnyola nti bw'oba ng'oyagala okukulaakulana olina kusevinga bwoti kubanga nze neekozesa ndi mu airtime ne World Pesa. Nze natandika n'emitwalo gyali 10 ne kati bagamba buli commission gwe bampeereza simutoolako okujjako nga ndabye nti nno nina ekyetaagisa kyamaanyi nnyo nensobola okukola ki okutoola kubanga bampeereza commission wa mitwalo ng'etaano zijjako omutwalo omulala emitwalo 3 nenkola ki nenkisevinga okulaba nga bizinesi yange ekola ki yeyongera mu maaso. Kati nange kyenkubiriza abatandikawo bizinesi ti tugezeeko okubabulya tutandise tutya tusevinga tutya banga waliwo akola bizinesi nalaba nga sente zize nnyingi naagwa nolabira ddala ng'agudde
aweddemu.
neyaziza nnyo sebo neyanzeego.
Kale kavuma gavumenti eyamba abantu. Go on.
Thank you, Mr. Kabshenga.
Put down the microphone so that you can, yes, because it's your chance to be seen on TV.
Thank you, Mr. Kabshenga. I'm Florence Kasirye.
Yes.
From Birachireka. I have 2 questions for the ladies, for both ladies. I would like to ask the lady of the mushrooms, how are you going to help people in Uganda? Because I heard that mushrooms have bigger market, international market. So how are you going to help the people? Because I too am going into that business very soon. Because my seeds are I demanded for the seeds. So I would like you to give us, all of you, your phone numbers and your contacts and where we should find you. Because we all need you. Thank you.
Okay, I am going to request the panelists here, plus the ones who are here before. Muyamba abantu, mwefule government muyamba abantu. Musigale wano. Ne bwe zituuka sawa 12, talk to people, listen to them. People have come here for help, help them. Otherwise, I'll stop writing about you. Please.
Thank you, Mr. Kabshenga, for this wonderful opportunity.
No, you can pull up the mic, so that you're comfortable.
Okay. Thank you. My name is Zoe Kwagala. I'm in S6 VAC, and I'm working with an NGO called Global Grassroots, which is concerned about women's issues. And I'm working mainly, my issue is about lack of entrepreneurship among women. And as we know, that women are comprised of 60% of the total population. So I wanted some advice about mushroom growing, advice via marketing, preservation, fertilizers, and the challenges you have faced as a woman in the industry. Thank you so much.
Right.
First of all, I send my regards to the Vision Group for such a forum. It has really opened my eyes, first of all. And if these were elections, I think the gentleman for paper bags would win out.
Yeah. MP Kampala Central.
Yeah. I also do paper bags, but you people, provided you're helping us out, but there are some things that you're keeping as a secret, yet they are so much important. For example, how to save, and do you do these things yourselves individually, or you employ some people? Because first of all, I do paper bags, but it's kind of tiresome, and if you have a lot of people to supply, you may find that you cannot really handle it. So, provided you're going to give us your contact, I beg I join you first of all, if you don't mind, and please help us enlighten us more about that. Thank you.
Okay, just some information. My friends at MTN should have been here. I don't know what happened, but they have a business development program, and I will contact them to see if those of you who are looking for some kind of training and assistance. Oh, they're there. Yes, the MTN people have a tent outside. So those of you who are looking for advice on small businesses, how you develop yourselves, how you can expand, go and talk to them. I know they have a program and they're ready to assist you find out some information. So please go there and talk to them. Madam.
Thank you so much.
Pull microphone down. The people at home may not see you on TV.
Thank you so much, Omkungu wa Kabaka Vision Group, and the people to take your time and come here, and those of you that have given us the brains. My biggest emphasis is on the women, not because we are vulnerable or what, but I come from Mumpiji. I am heading, actually, I'm the vision bearer of Teenage Mothers Support Organization. I deal with teenage mothers. My question is, you people that are already into that business, are you doing those things yourselves? The materials you're using, do you get them yourselves or you're employing? Because when you tell me a month you're earning 20 million, I don't think it is total income. I believe you're paying salaries, you're paying URA, you're paying so and so. So we need to know those things. You're going to tell a youth you're going to be earning 20 millions, forgetting there's town council fee, there is LC fee, there is payment of salaries, those fees. Please elaborate more about that. And lastly, Mkungu wa Kabaka is, with the youth nowadays, if you look at us, almost every one of us has a mobile phone, and everyone is on mobile money. That business has done so much. I beg if you can bring to us, those people of mobile money, to enlighten us more on how it earns, how we get it, how we do it. And lastly, to the loans for the youth, because we are tired of running to the banks. The banks will ask you for land titles. We are just 25, 24. You can't ask me for a title. You can't ask my mother to come and give me a land title of home at 2 million. And with that, I believe this is the best we can get in Uganda. Thank you.
Kavuma has told you he has money. The only thing you have to prove is that you are young and you're Ugandan. You don't need that one. You have. You don't need a land title. Madam, go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Kaushenga. I'm called Tumkunde Allen. I've got 2 questions to ask. My first question was on one of our speakers who had to tell us about the age. I'm not sure of the generation of the... He said those people who want to get the loan are supposed to be from 18 to 30. I thought it should be 30 to 35.
18 to 35, that's what I also thought.
No, yeah, I can't take my passport. It is saying 32. and they are going to chase me off. I want him to be clear to us.
No, because the international age limit for a youth is 35. So I'm going to negotiate with Kapuma.
That is one question I wanted to know. 2, I'm a farmer.
You're a what?
I'm a farmer, small-scale farmer, on a small-scale farmer.
What do you farm?
I have goats and pigs.
What is the size of your farm?
It's too small, that is like an acre. Though that the land is not mine. I was given by a friend.
But you are making money.
I'm making money, but I have a problem with it. My products, now as I've told you, like I have pigs. They produce and produce. But meat, we don't have a market. I wanted to ask Madam Kobusinje.
Not Kabshenga.
No, Kobusinje. I can differentiate between Kobushenga and Kobusinje. Kobusinje help you. Now assume I have my meat. Can they help me? That question goes to you. 2, I bring Irish. Can that institute help me? As you said, you had your fish, they had to help you. Can they help me process my Irish?
The immediate answer for you is yes. I know that they produce crisps. So you are in good hands.
Thanks very much. I think those are my questions. But again, before I close, I want all to comment on women. I'm sorry to use this. But girls, we need class things. And I've come to realize, Mr. Kobushenga, that dirty jobs are the ones that are really making a lot of money. They are taking our time and I think, I don't know how I can explain it. We need to use our own energy. That madam told you she used to be on a truck to get Irish, but at least she could make money. Myself, I can get a truck of Irish of 100 bags, but I think I can get 600 per week as my profits times 2 times a week. That is 1.2 in a week. Can't you consume that? Thank you very much for this forum.
You have talked. Young lady, then we answer questions. Daniel, where you are standing, closes questions. Others should sit down. This group move forward. Madam, ask your question.
Hello everyone, my name is Amono Josephine. I work with an organization called Digital Opportunity Trust, Uganda. In my journey with entrepreneurship, I've heard a lot about passion, being passionate about what the business you're doing and what you're going to venture in. And right in front of us, we've been talking about juice, making bricks, is it charcoal? Then the fish and the mushrooms and paper bags. So my question is, are you passionate about these businesses that you've ventured in? Is this something that you like, that you've always wanted to do? Or is it just a money venture? And if it's a money venture, then what drives you? What keeps you going? Because I've heard that passion is very important and it helps to get a business going and moving for a long time.
Good.
So if it's money that you're after, what drives you and what has helped you to keep going for the time that you've been operating?
Thank you.
Thank you.
I want my people here to answer in 5 minutes. Then we take your questions. Then I'll tell you what happens afterwards. Dennis, you have the microphone. You start first.
Thank you, Robert. I'll begin with the lady with the last comment about the passion. Yes, we really have passion. And I, for one, I've worked with a number of farmers. They are supplying me with fruits, but some of them are involved in value addition. I'm helping people. They come and consult me. Some people want to do meat products. Other people want to do fruit processing. Other people want to do anything. Since I'm a food scientist and an entrepreneur, many people have found it beneficial to come to me, and I teach them how to make these different products. Then about passion, yes, we are passionate and we are going to take this forward. Mbadde njagala kuddamu omukyalo oyo nti tuli determined okukola bye tukola. Tetubikola nti oba kinaye tubyagala era tubikola. N'ekirala tuyamba nze ng'omuntu nyamba abantu bw'oba oyagala tandika kukola migaati bw'oba oyagala tandika kukola juice olw'okuba nasoma ebyemmere ojja nenkuyigiriza ate olw'okuba mmanyi business tusobola okukolagana nenkuyamba nawe n'otandikawo kyotandiseewo neyanziza.
Pozi nze my advice eri abagala okubanga mutandika ebintu nga bino musobola okutuukirira mutenti awo naye nga advice esooka ngamba nti si kirungi kudependinga on one activity benga kyabana tusobodde okunitiating other projects like pottery making, pottery farming, briquette making ne other supplements, tulina jewelry making netusobola okuba nga tufuna sente ezimala ate n'okuemployinga abavuka abaweerawerako naye abali wano nga musobola mwandyagadde okufuna techniques. Nina akatabo ngatunda emitwalo 10 kannyonnyola buli kintu kyonna nga bw'oyinza okukikola, paper making, biki, briquette making, kola ensawo, ngatto, buli kimu katunda emitwalo 10 akagadde osobola okuntuukirira n'okafuna n'ogenda n'otandika business kakunnyonnyola in dollars. Ndikyagadde ekyo.
Thank you. I'm going to start with the lady who asked me about the markets. It is very complex to start a business and go in the market. When you go to the supermarkets and you have a new product, they always tell you where is your ENBS certification, what is your company. They are looking out for big companies. But my trick was I looked down to the low-income people, and they are the people that have supported my business. First of all, I'm sorry, but the supermarkets don't pay cash. They always want to take products on credit, and the price at which they pay is very low. So I'm sorry, but the supermarkets are not my niche market. I consider going to the low people because I know they are the ones who have the money, they pay cash and on time. So it will help you to go forward rather than just supplying your product and payment is after 6 months. You will end up getting financially constrained. So I go to events, I supply, I have a chef, we have a moving van. So we move with our product ready to eat. We go to like parties. If you have a wedding, we can supply you with fish samosas, fish sausages, and all the fish products that we have. So if you want to go to the market, don't look out for the biggest markets. First start with the small markets around you, and then it will help you to push your business. And as she asked me about the Irishes, Yuri does support that product development in Irish potatoes as well. You can approach them through me or any other person. They are actually outside there, and I think you will be assisted. Thank you very much.
Andrew. I would like to answer a lady and a gentleman who mentioned whether they are making paper bags, but they are inquiring if they can join me. I started this business as a person, but currently as it is a limited liability company. So I'm not sure the way you want to join me. If you want to buy shares, you're welcome. I told you the value of my company. That's one option. The second option, maybe you can come in as the process of doing what we call marketing mix. Maybe if you have so many markets that you can market my products. Then also maybe if you're making your products and you don't have markets, but provided they are of the standards to the markets I supply, we can also be in touch. I have no problem with that. Then another thing is the issue of branding. It depends on how you want to come in. If you have your brand and I have my brand, if they are cooperating, if they can go into each other, you're very free to come in. Anyone else, even if you're not the one who asked the question. Then someone who asked the question about, are you passionate about your business? I think that should be one of the major points before you start any business. However small it is, however big it is. I assure you, if you do not have love for your business, you're wasting your time. Do what you love. Do what you're passionate about. I'm passionate about the paper bags. Personally, I'm frustrated by polythene bags. And that's what drives me to continue with this kind of business. And also, there is no shortcut in business. You have to be passionate about it, know what you want. It takes time. Ugandans, we are nicknamed as copycats. We start businesses very fast. Because she mentioned about, is it money that drives you? Money should come after. If you want to build a good business, money should come later. It should not be your driving force. However, we all look for money. If you start a business, you want money. But a good business, it should not be your driving force. Because even if someone gives you $1 million, but if you don't have the brain to run the business, you're not going to manage it. First, develop the love and passion for the business you want to do before you look for anything else. Thank you.
Thank you very much. The first question was helping the mushroom growers. Me as Merab with my company Youth Uganda, we've tried to connect market linkages with the farmers, and we ourselves making sure that market is guaranteed by buying the mushrooms. But the challenge we have is that mushroom as a sector is not well defined in terms of the whole value chain, right away from production up to marketing. So recently I got a buyer from South Africa who needed 20,000 kilograms of mushrooms a week, dry. But I tried to move in different farmers. Wherever I go, you'd find they produce maybe a quarter a month, a kilo a month. And the person had also requested me for the statistics of mushroom in Uganda. I moved in almost all places looking for the statistics, but I completely failed. So it is a call upon to the government to make sure that the value chain of high value crops like mushrooms should not be ignored. Then another thing is elaborating about the income. When you talk of 12 to 25, it looks to be high, but that one maybe I can say total income. But we have other costs like, I give an example of mushroom. We buy a kilo of dry at 50,000 Ugandan shilling. So if I'm processing 100 kilograms a week, meaning I have injected 5 million. So if I put other costs of packaging, labor, blah, blah, very many costs, you find the production cost maybe is 10 to 12 million. So you remain with what you call a net profit after tax everything of like 2 million. So if they ask of your income and I sell 12 to 25 million, that is not net profit. Hope it is clear. Then being passionate about my work. I really love mushroom. I first developed my product with Uganda Industrial Research Institute. I don't know whether they still remember me, for a period of 1 year and 8 months. But within that period, I never came up with appropriate formula. Every time I would go into Korea's office, he would tell me, but would that product be good on the market? Keep trying. Try other formulas. They gave me all kinds of technicians to help me. I reached a point I was like, should I give up? But because I had passionate with what I was doing, I went on the net. I looked for people outside the country, in Africa, who are doing the same work I'm doing. I landed on Sylvia Banda, the sister to the former president of Banda. She came all the way from Zambia to Uganda for me and gave me all the formulas. That's why I don't make only products from mushroom, but I also add very traditional vegetables like pumpkin leaves, bean leaves. So if you also have those vegetables around you, please do not hesitate to contact us. Thank you.
Right. The last batch of questions for today, and I am going to keep them under a minute. But I have received representation from my daughter that I should favor the girls. So there is a lady at the back. You come to the front and ask your question. Then the rest of you, the men who have all the rights, we shall see what happens.
Thank you, Mr. Kapushenga.
Yes, please come close to the microphone.
Thank you, sir, Mr. Kapushenga. I'm glad to be here for the first time. My question goes towards the non-youth who are present, because I look at the audience, we are taking more than half of it.
Yes.
And then when I go on the side of the finance to help the beginners, in business, most cases, capital plays a big role. And if there is no capital, in most cases, you can't run that business. So I don't know if there is any opportunity for non-youth who have attended this Pakasa workshop, if there is that chance of getting some capital that's liquid to help them in the managing of their business. For example, I'm a resident of Namawojolo, a bit far away from here. Professionally, I did fashion designing as well as bakery, and I qualified as a technical instructor from Chambogo Polytechnic. And at the moment, I decided to be employment. I'm a producer myself. I use some supermarkets as my marketing areas, though there are some demerits I have found with them. As the former speaker said, they determine the price, they sell, and then they don't pay in time you demand. So that's a demerit. Then when I look at this money which comes to help the youth, most of the youth are in school. Now there is money in FEB, as the speaker said. Some of the youth age between there will be in school. And when you look at some parents, including me, we have skills. So I was with an opinion that if there is any way of helping these people who have skills to pass this knowledge to the youth, I think it will be of an advantage, because some have got the skills, the subject matter is available, sometimes the machines are there, we lack a space and other things. So I just point that help. Thank you.
I will work with Kavuma, and we shall send a message to the president that even those who are not youth want money. Okay, now I am really going to be strict. Half a minute, I stop you. Go on.
My name is...
Just ask the question.
My name is David Kamande. I'm an information systems executive in Medlink, Uganda. We also own agencies...
Question.
Pardon. Mr. Kabushenga, I would like to appreciate you. You are among the few distinguished CEOs who have realized the time bomb of the youth unemployment in this country. And you've got this initiative here.
Question.
Now, I would like to point out something, that many youth actually are able to make some money in the small activities that they do. The problem comes when they don't have the concept of saving. Because even if you realize the speakers we have on the floor, most of them started with meager resources, whereby they had very little money, they didn't have a lot of capital, but they managed to make it to the top.
Your point.
So my point is that knowledge is important to us, the youth. With knowledge, once you get the knowledge, you can kickstart anything, and the sky is the limit.
Thank you.
Yes, thank you very much.
Well, thank you. Congratulations to...
Excuse me.
Yes, please.
He has praised me on all your behalf, so that's enough. So let's carry on.
No, I was saying congratulations to them.
Okay.
Thank you. I'm Ekakoro Frederick Ettore, founder of the Ballad magazine. Well, like a relationship, when it is always beginning, it is always enjoyable. But when it is coming to an end, people don't talk good about each other.
Okay, your point.
So the point is, you have been telling us the good bit that you are enjoying from your investments, but you have not elaborately told us the challenges you encountered from the time you conceived your ideas to the point that you are enjoying them right now. What are the challenges you faced? How did you overcome them? And probably, who are the people who were behind you in some of those?
Thank you. By the way, let me just say this. One of the tips of successful business is you get straight to the point.
I'm Sekabira Godfrey Waswa, all right, from Masaka. I'm the very person who was published here with the innovation and invention of a driver-free electric bus.
You see, people don't know what you are displaying. What are you displaying?
I'm displaying this project. It is called Pakasa Bus Project. I myself I tried to build it, and now I'm still building it. I started building it in senior 1. Up now I finished senior 6, but it's still going very far, and I'm discovering new features.
Okay.
But I've come to my notice that where I have reached, the project has gone beyond my pockets and pockets of the school. So, as you, Mr. Kabushenga, I take this as my talent, and I've seen you on various occasions trying to develop talents. To me, I take this as my talent, and I want to ask you: is there any way where you know where I can go so that I can be helped?
Yes, Kavuma, you will help you. Carry on.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Robert. My name is Officer John Paul from Boyogalele. I'm a senior 6 vacancy. My question goes to the madam who grows mushrooms. For me, I always like to learn many things. So I would like you, madam, to help me so that I learn how to grow those mushrooms. Thank you.
Nianza Mr. Kabushenga. Ndi mulimi w'obutungulu. Ne mzei obutungulu bwina market. Ate ndi makatungulu akanene.
You come closer to the microphone because we can't hear.
Akatungulu akanene ngalete nakasero ne bampa sente ntono nnyo. So nga bwogenda ku net no searching akatungulu katunzi nyeri mu mawanga gonna g'Obuwarabu. Kati nze sobola ntya kufuna akatale ako.
Osobola okufuna ki?
Akatale ako k'obutungulu n'entandika ku buteeke bweru nga mutunga bweru w'eggwanga. Kwano batuseera nnyo obutungulu. Ndimira nakasongola.
Onoonya katale?
Yes, sir.
Kale, Kavuma waali.
Wezi Kavuma.
Amanya ganze Mpalaganyi Eric. Mamutwekembe Youth Development Association. Era tulina omudaala wali tutunda sabbuuni, liquid soap ne kando. Mwanze ne mutuwagira. Business y'omukyalo oyo njagadde ey'obutiko. Era kyenjagala mubuuza nti ensiga azijjawa zakozesa okusimba obutiko obwo.
Gundi oyo dokori ayamba abasabbuuni ogende yakuyambe. Okay, let's do this. We've run out of time, and my TV people insist that they want to go and do other things for other viewers. So I will give an opportunity to the young entrepreneur, who is Andrew, to summarize all the questions that were asked with one response. And then, of course, because Merab, you're also a young entrepreneur, you will also have a word to respond to the guy of mushrooms. And then we need to break because the people outside are waiting for your questions. Kavuma, Dokori, and Segawa, please stay behind and interact with people directly because they just need to know where to go and do what they have to do. So I'll start with you, Merab. You respond to the one of mushrooms. Andrew, you will close.
I begin with making the mushroom seeds. We do make the spawns ourselves, but we partner with other people who are making it at Mercury University and other people. So in search of the mushroom seed, don't get worried. And also maybe the new varieties. We are working with farmers in Kenya to also grow other varieties like Baton, Ganodama here in Uganda. However, we have challenges. Like in any other business, of course, there are challenges. If you visited us, and we call upon all of you to visit us, we work from a very small space with small machines. Most of them we use blooders, because we still lack processing machines. But as an entrepreneur, you have to begin small by utilizing the small and the available resource around you. So even if you don't have a big press, a factory, a place, you can still do the business I'm doing. Thank you very much.
Kale, let me just let Dennis ayakunyonyola abalina enanasi, emichungwa, emiyembe, nga mwagala kumuguza. Wenyonyoleko.
Kakati nze kyembadde njagala okugamba omuntu yenna ali yatulaba ku TV nti bizinensi zino tuzikola ne tetuzikola ffekka, tuzikola nammwe. Omuntu ali eyo ye partner. Bw'oba olina ky'osobola okukola oba olina ebibala by'olima osobola otucontactinga ne tugulako ebibala ebyo. Ate bw'obeera mu distribution channel ng'oba ogaba ebintu bino bidistributinga nawe osobola otukubira.
Bakusanga wa?
Aha. Nsangibwa nina office 2, emu eri Makerere ku University ku School of Food Technology, boyingira mu University waliwo office ku School of Food Technology, oba ku Churad Ekabanyoro ku Gayaza Road. Enamba yange y'essimu eri 0706.
Togeralikira, tujja giteeka ku simu.
Okay.
Ku TV bajja giraba.
Okay. Kati oba olina ekyakyo oyagala okukola, oba oyagala kukola migaati, oba oyagala kukola mata, oba oyagala kukola yogurt kwekulaakulanya, osobola okunkubira ne tulaba tutambula.
Okay, what we will do is abantu bano abali wano essimu zaabwe ne ofiisi zaabwe we ziri tujja biteeka ku mawulire mutegeere wawe muyinza okubasanga abalina ebyennyanja oba obutiko n'ebirala ja babuulira abali wano mujja basanga wano kuba bagenda kusigalawo boogere nammwe. Andrew.
So many people have just mentioned the point of as a problem of capital. I want to highly recommend that capital should never be a reason why you have not started a business. If you're here and you're saying you have not started any business because you don't have capital, you are wrong. First of all, have you made use of your resources? Have you made use of the resources you're next to? The different resources we are next to, but we have not really made use of them. People are coming from our foreigners who are carrying out the smaller businesses here. Is it because they have money? And then also, someone mentioned the challenges we are facing in the business and how we overcome them. I think capital is the first challenge you mentioned, but in real sense, startup capital should not be a challenge. Maybe if you're saying you're looking for capital to uplift your business. And then there are challenges like the major challenge in our businesses is record keeping. That's one of the biggest challenges. We intend to think if you're making sales, if you're getting money, that's the money you're making. But if you're not keeping records and you're succeeding in your business, it is by accident. Any business, however small it is, even if you're a roadside seller, you have to make sure you keep records. You can make incomplete records. It doesn't mean you have to hire an accountant for your business. You can make records, you can manage on your own. If the business grows, those accountants will understand the books you made a year as a book.
Right.
And then another challenge is the issue of competition. Because at times you want to start a business and then you want to be quite rigid. We need to develop some unique characters with our services or products we supply to the market. If you're supplying maybe mushrooms, how unique are they compared to your neighbor? We intend to think that there is no market for our products. Yes. For example, I would like to inform you that my only competitors are not in Uganda. In simple terms, I compete with imported products. Why? The uniqueness I provide to my products. So don't be there and think that there is no market for what you're doing. Have you taken time to develop the product? Have you taken time to develop the market? At times we intend to emphasize more on market development and we forget about the product development. And we end up not sustaining the market. In Uganda, we are not sustainable with our businesses. You're supplying something, you develop the market very well, they come to you the next time, you no longer have the products. So please, let's build the products, let's build our services, and then balance it with the markets we are having. Thank you.
Okay. Clap for them. Njagala kwebaza bonna ababadde batulabira ku Bukedde TV, mwebale nnyo. Nsuubira nti mulina kye muyizeeyo olwaleero. Ffe twewaddeyo mirundi 4 mu mwaka tujja kubaleetera Pakasa. I want to thank the panelists, right from Dr. Louis Kasekende, people who have the opportunities, Segawa, Dokoria and Kavuma, and the people who have done it. The amazing stories of 36,000 shillings, of mushrooms, of fish sausages, of briquettes, charcoal, amanda, and juice. The man started by selling emberenge. We hope that by doing this, we can convince you that it is possible. Some of you may have had different expectations, and you're probably wondering, why have I wasted my Saturday morning? Please, 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 believe what these people are telling you. It's the only way, by taking our own initiative, that's the only way we are going to save ourselves and advance ourselves. I hate to spoil your weekend, but nobody is going to help you. You are going to help yourself. All these people you have seen have stood up and decided they don't want to be what they are now. So, take it seriously, and as I've said, we're determined to help you, because part of our vision as a company is to help our society to advance. We are going to pursue that vision with a passion. Finally, I want to thank some people who made this possible. First of all people who supported us. Kampala Parents School, please clap for them. They gave us this venue for free. We didn't pay. Number two, I want to thank our friends at Coca-Cola who gave us some free drinks. I want to thank the team at Vision Group, especially the editorial team, the Pakasa team, and the marketing team led by Susan and Komunda Daniel, wherever he is. These people spend sleepless nights to make this show possible. They actually, it's not part of their work to do this. They should be enjoying their weekend. But they do this because we feel we need to go the extra step to serve this country. So Susan and team, thank you very much. And also, our partners, Uganda Industrial Research Institute, thank you very much for coming and describing the opportunities. Kurad, thank you very much. Kampala Capital City Authority, in fact, I want to thank Mrs. Jennifer Musisi, because she was instrumental in not just helping these people, but she was part of the planning. Mr. Mazen Mrue and the people at MTN also were very instrumental as part of our planning session. Mr. Sam Kavuma, who is the chairman of the National Youth Council, and he doesn't realize how much trouble he has caused for himself by coming here. But I am happy that you came, and I hope you can really help these young people, because this country, if its young people are not doing something productive, we shall have a problem. But most importantly, if our young people are doing something productive, we will prosper collectively as a country. My final point is to thank our people from the TV who have been transmitting this debate live across the country, and our online team, which has been informing people online around the world. So please take full advantage of the people here plus the ones outside. The next Pakasa, as I promised you, will be to explain the opportunities that the oil industry brings. So I hope to see you again at a date most likely in April, but we will be publicizing it the same way. Thank you very much. We will see you next time.